Listen, when it's Valentine's Day and your husband finds out that one of your local thrift stores is doing a 75% off of all clothes sale and he tells you, just go, happy Valentine's Day, you don't ask questions. You just get in the car, you go, and you get as much stuff as you can.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body tremors for your neck. All they really want.
If you've watched any of my Thrift With Me videos, you've probably seen this thrift store before. It is one of my favorites, and one thing that I love about it is that you know exactly who they're helping and where your money is going. And in fact, they have a lot of programs even within this building itself, which is really cool. And so I really like to come out and support this particular thrift store whenever I can. It's not really as close to me as some of the others, but I still make the trip out here whenever I can because, like I said, it's worth it to travel to support a good organization. This is a pair of Merrells, I believe, and I put them in my cart because I realized that they're probably a good pickup. Some really colorful shoes here. I don't know what those are. And I'm going to be honest with you, it has been a while since I have filmed this stuff, like over 2 weeks. So some of this stuff, I don't even remember what it is that I'm looking at. Like these black shoes, I don't know what they are. They do end up going on my cart, but ultimately I don't end up picking them up. I want to say they're Clark's, but I feel like that is not correct. And I'm looking at these boots to see if they're Uggs. They're definitely not. I don't know why I don't even pick up that Coach bag to see what it is, but I don't. I probably did at some point and, thought to myself that it wasn't worth it. And I'm just picking up, some random shoes. These, I think that it's the brand Haflinger. I have to go back and see if I can find any pictures. I don't think I end up picking those up though, and you can even see though from the pictures that they're worn. These Reeboks that I pause on, why didn't I get them? I don't know. I'm trying to remember what my reasoning was for that. These are a pair of kind of like comfort slip-on shoes. I ended up not getting them, and these are a pair of Reekers. I have actually gotten Reekers from this exact same thrift store before and purchased them, but those I end up leaving behind later just because they are a little more worn than I like. These are some Keds that you will see later on in the thrift haul. Did I need to get them? I don't know. These boots I'm checking out, and I don't think they're anything really worth picking up. Again, the Coach bag. Why? This is a pair of Born boots that I spend a little bit of time looking at, but I have some at home that, are not moving and not getting a lot of interest. And these Clark's flip-flops, not the most exciting pickup, but I just figure that they're probably going to sell pretty quickly. Pretty quickly I find this Columbia skirt, and there's an identical one right behind it, another cargo skirt. I don't get the one behind it. I think I find some flaws on it, like some stains or something. But this darker kind of olive colored one I do end up picking up, and then I kind of like half-heartedly look through the rest of this rack. I don't think I find anything super exciting, and you can also tell just how short I am by the angle of where my GoPro is hitting everything. I pass by a ton of LuLaRoe. Like, do you see all of that LuLaRoe? There is just so much in all of the thrift stores and consignment stores around me. You can tell people are just letting go of all of the LuLaRoe they tried to buy and, become millionaires off of because people are not buying LuLaRoe. This is a pair of, I want to say, linen pants by the brand Oscar de la Renta, which is, a designer brand, but I have had it before and have had a really hard time moving it, and that particular pair of pants had a lot of stains on it. You don't really see it in the footage, but it was going to be quite some work to get them in sellable condition, and I just didn't feel like the pants were worth it. And then I looked through the dresses. I actually really like selling dresses, but I don't think I picked up a single dress this trip. There just wasn't really anything worth selling. Again, with the LuLaRoe, just so much LuLaRoe, and obviously, it's not selling for people, which is why they're just donating it by, the dozens at, different thrift stores. It's really sad when you hear about some of these stories of people who have tried to, make a living selling LuLaRoe. It's quite devastating, actually. I don't know, some of these prints were really pretty, but ultimately I didn't really find anything worth selling. Okay, so I paused because I'm going to go in and check out these shoes here. Ultimately, I did not end up picking them up, and I don't remember what they were, but they do have Gore-Tex in them. And the reason I didn't end up picking them up is because everything on this shelf is priced extremely high. This is kind of like their boutique shelf. So things are priced at like $20, $30, and it's kind of hard to, flip something when things are priced so high to begin with. Certain brands you can, but nothing that I was seeing did I feel like I would be able to flip at the price they had it at to make a decent profit. So I'm just kind of looking around to see what kind of stuff they have on this particular shelf, but ultimately I don't think I end up getting anything just because of the price. I'm actually going to pause on this pair of New Balance shoes. You can see just how much they have them priced for, and it is shocking. Let's see. I mean, these are brand new with tags, but still $40. We are at a thrift store, people. Those were donated to you. This is a pair of shoes by the brand Obaz? I don't know how to say it. I do throw them in my cart and they do end up coming home with me. Everything on the wall here, that's again kind of like their boutique shoes, so I don't even bother looking at them because they know they're priced at least at $19.99, if not higher. So I'm at the men's section and you can see, I just kind of hit the men's and women's shoes hard because I don't know, I really like selling shoes lately compared to clothes. They're just easier to source because there's usually not as many. And here is when I find one of my favorite finds of the day, which is this pair of vintage Sorel duck boots. I was really excited to find them. I've never really seen anything like these before. I don't typically find Sorel in my area, so I was really happy. These New Balances, I'm like really regretting that I didn't get them. I didn't get them because I think they were priced at $5.99, but there was a lot of exterior wear, and I had a pair that was like basically new with tags from a men's thredUP rescue box, and they took forever to sell and only sold for like maybe $25 to $30. So that's why I didn't end up getting them, but I kind of wish I had. I'm really kicking myself for not picking them up actually. And as always, I probably pass on just so much amazing stuff, and if that's the case, please feel free to let me know in the comments what kinds of things I should have picked up. I do think that a lot of the items, if they are any good, I end up not getting just because of wear, or maybe they were just priced too high, but there is still a really good chance that I just didn't get some stuff. This is a pair of like steel toe shoes, but the brand literally was like workwear or something like that. I don't even remember off the top of my head, but it didn't seem like a substantial brand, which is why I end up putting them back. But I'm just kind of looking through. I always kind of glance at dress shoes just to see if there's any good brands, but I couldn't really find anything. This vest, I just kept looking at it because the exterior was suede, the brand was Challenger, it looked to be vintage, and it was like a shearling lining. I can't remember if it was real shearling or not, but I don't know, I just kept going back and forth on if I should get it or not. Ultimately, I just decided to leave it behind because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to move it very quickly. I'm just kind of flipping through the jackets. There are a ton of trench coats and things of that nature. I paused to check out this LL Bean jacket. Some LL Bean stuff can do really well. I just don't know which LL Bean stuff can do really well. Let me know if you would have picked up this jacket. I feel like it was in pretty good condition. I did end up leaving it behind. I thought the lining was really interesting. But again, I just have a lot of jackets taking up space in my house. I didn't want to add to, the bulk in my closet by getting even more jackets, especially when we're just getting out of jacket season. So like I said, I did end up leaving this behind. Maybe at 75% off, I should have picked it up, but it stayed at the thrift store. This I looked at for a little bit too, just because I could tell it was really well made. It was made of like mainly wool, but ultimately I left that behind too because I have a ton of trench coats and things of that nature that are just not moving for me. Columbia, I take a moment to look at this jacket as well, but Columbia doesn't move very well for me either. And then I strike gold in this Patagonia vest. It is a youth extra large, not as exciting as if it had been a men's Patagonia vest, but still, Patagonia is Patagonia. I find a pair of Keens, and those definitely go in my cart because I do love selling Keens, although I feel like I'm pricing my Keens too high. If you sell Keens pretty frequently, let me know in the comments how much you sell them for. And then here are some boots. You guys know that I don't know anything about boots, and I feel like a lot of boots don't have the name of the brand anywhere on the boots, which is why ultimately I leave that one behind. This is another Columbia jacket, I believe. I'm just trying to check it out to see if it's worth picking up. I don't really know which Columbia is worth picking up. And then I find this adorable like kids Carhartt jacket. I don't know why it is, you know, amongst the men's pieces. So was the Patagonia vest. Maybe someone was just trying to hide it. But I definitely, you know, keep it in my hands. I find another thing in this section that I ultimately end up taking home with me too. It is this vest right here. This like kind of puffer vest by Polo Ralph Lauren. But the Carhartt is super beat up. I still get it just because I couldn't leave it behind. It was too cute. I pause and look at these vintage or just like these denim jackets for a little bit. I have a few though in my Poshmark closet and eBay store that are just not moving for me. So ultimately I decide to leave those behind, and I don't even think that they were from any amazing brands or anything like that. I flipped through the jackets really quickly. Personally, I hate selling blazers and those kinds of jackets. I do look at this Cabela's jacket for a bit just because I bet, you know, there's $25, $30 in there, but I'm just not sure. I didn't want to really take too much time to look up comps and stuff, so I just end up leaving it behind. So we're at another section of shoes, another pair of cowboy boots that I just don't know what they are, and they feel so cheap, so I end up leaving them behind. These black shoes, I don't know what they are, and ultimately I end up putting them back because I don't think they're anything special. But I do find something else in this section. Aha, these Tory Burch flats. So these do make their way into my cart, and they do make their way home with me, and you'll see them later in the thrift haul at the end of the video. You know, there were a lot of athletic shoes. I didn't really know what all of them were. I did end up leaving a lot of them behind. I feel like these really kind of like brightly colored ones, I don't know, they just don't do too hot for me. So I'm just trying to check out, you know, the shoes, see if there's anything worth picking up, see if there are any winners. And there's a lot, like they have a lot of shoes, and you'll see I get a good number of them. What are these? I don't even know. Again, with boots, you know, just trying to see if there's any Uggs or anything like that. I think those were a pair of bear traps, and I already have some at home that are not moving for me, so ultimately I leave those behind. Another pair of Keds, I decided I don't want them. I think they had some wear. Now I'm looking through the men's pants just because I feel like men's jeans actually sell really well for me. And I see this pair of New With Tags shorts. I do talk about them in the thrift haul because I do end up picking them up. You know, they're new with tags, and it's definitely going to be short season here very soon. And I've actually been moving a lot of shorts even in the past couple weeks. And so I just go ahead and pick them up because I know I'm going to be paying very little for them. And we keep going through the men's denim section and just, you know, pant section in general. And then there's an end cap with, or not really an end cap, but just like a shelving unit at the end of where all the pants are. Here, I don't know what these are. And I do put them in my cart, but ultimately they don't make their way home with me. They don't make their way home. Did I say that right? I think so. I don't know why I didn't get them. I feel like actually there was a lot of wear on the inside. I think that's what it was. They look really cool. I have no idea what they are. You guys know I get really overwhelmed with Nikes just because I know there are so many styles and I just don't know what I'm looking at, and it takes so much time to look up the style, you know, number and stuff. I should just do it and educate myself. But yeah, for whatever reason, I do end up leaving that particular style of Nikes behind. I do pause to look at these Levi's. I don't think I end up taking them home with me, but I'm just trying to figure out if they're vintage or just worth picking up. But ultimately there's some wear, and I don't really want to deal with them because I don't know what they are. So I'm flipping through. This pair just like falls, and I just kind of consider it destiny. I'm assuming they are vintage Wranglers, so I throw them in my cart. They do make their way home with me as well. And then I'm just kind of half-heartedly continuing to look through the men's pants section. And I do pick up a few more pairs, but I don't think I capture that on film. I kind of hate picking up like men's dress pants at this point just because I have a ton. They all start to look the same. But I do stop at these kind of like cargo pants, and they seem very outdoorsy. You know, they have like the, what is this? Bungee cord at the ankle. They have like a mesh lining. So I do end up taking these home with me. However, once I got them home, I did notice a lot of flaws while I was photographing them. So this was probably not the best pickup, but I did bring it home. We're in another section of jackets. I think this is this women's now? I think we are in the women's section. And I do find one blazer that I end up taking home with me, and it's this blazer right here. It's standard James purse. It's really interesting because it's kind of like more of a sweatshirt material. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know, you kind of think of blazers as being very structured and proper, but this is just like a really comfy, I don't know, it's not really a blazer. Like it is, but it doesn't really have the formality of one. I'm looking through the vests hoping that there's another Patagonia. There's not, but there's plenty of Columbia. And then I find this jacket right here. It's like a utility jacket with the drawstring at the waist, and it's Free People. I was really excited to find this piece. I don't find a lot of Free People in my thrift stores, so that was quite the treat. And I keep flipping through just to see if there are any more. This jacket was really intriguing to me. I really like the lining. I don't think there was a brand associated with it though, so I just left it behind. But I flip, hoping for some more treasures, you know, like the Free People. There is none to be found, but that's okay. I keep looking. We are now in the kids' shoe section, and I find this pair of really interesting Keens. These definitely come home with me. You'll see them in the thrift haul later. They're not the cutest things in the world, but I could see someone, you know, wanting them. I always check out the snow boots. I always have Kathy from Ginger Marvin's voice in my head saying that if they're like Kamik or, does she pronounce them Kamek, that I should get them, but I don't get any more snow boots. I have too many at home. These Crocs I do end up getting because they're in pretty good condition. They're a little bit dirty, but I think I can clean them up pretty well. I think these are Merrells in my hand right now, and I do end up getting these just because I feel like, you know, a lot of families are going to be going outside very soon as it gets warmer. And you can see I found another pair of Keens. I pause on them here a second so you can see. Keen! I love Keens. I don't know what it is about them. They're just a really well-made shoe. I feel like, you know, people trust them. They seek them out. But again, I think I'm pricing them too high. Let me know. Let me know how you price your Keens. We're looking at another little area of kids' shoes. I'm checking out some more snow boots that I don't get because, like I said, I'm not trying to store any more snow boots. I just have way too many. And here I find a pair of Play shoes. Play is spelled P-L-A-E. They're a great brand of shoe for kids. They typically do mainly like Velcro shoes. That way, you know, kids don't have to deal with the laces and whatnot. So yeah, a pair of Play shoes here. Hoping to get like, I don't know, at least 20 bucks for those. I do end up getting those, and you'll see them later in my thrift haul. Another pair of Crocs. These are pretty beat up though, and they're super basic. I do end up leaving these behind. I probably could have cleaned them up and got some money for them, but I don't know. I just felt like maybe they wouldn't be worth it. I don't know what these are. What am I looking at here? Oh God, more cowboy boots. Let me know if I passed on any good ones. I just don't know what I'm looking at when it comes to them. Those I thought were interesting, but they were like a no-name brand, so I left those behind. Some more snow boots. I don't get them. Spoiler alert. Some little water shoes. As I'm getting closer and closer to the registers, I'm just kind of looking at, you know, anywhere where there are shoes. And they have shoes like all throughout the store, you know, at the ends of racks. Yeah, they're just kind of everywhere. But there aren't really any that stand out to me on that particular rack. And that is it for the Thrift With Me portion. There was a lot more thrifting, but my GoPro ran out of space, so that's all you really get to see. And you'll get to see everything that I picked up while I was at the thrift store in the thrift haul coming up now. Hi everyone, my name is Becky Park, and I am a part-time reseller on reselling platforms like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Kidizen, ThreadUp, my own Shopify store. And basically what I do is I find used and new clothing for as cheap as possible, just like the stuff I'm going to show you today, at places like thrift stores, buy-sell trade stores, consignment stores, and I sell them online because these clothes are wonderful and in just perfectly usable condition, well, maybe with the exception of one that I'll show you here in a little bit, and they deserve to continue to live on, you know, in other people's homes because they are great. Like, they're in great condition, just people didn't want them anymore. And I also personally really like to support these local thrift stores that aren't like a Goodwill or Salvation Army. Say what you will about those two companies, there are pros and cons to them, right? But I really like this one particular thrift store that we have in town. It's like, you know exactly who you're supporting, where the funds are going, and there's something that feels really good about that. And I actually have made a really good friend because of reselling who also happens to live in my community. And so we've actually gone thrifting together a few times, not recently because of, everything going on, but we have, met up. And she also has a YouTube channel. So if you don't know who I'm talking about Chelsea over at Monarch Alley. She's on Instagram, she's on YouTube, and she's doing some really great stuff over there, especially if you enjoy vintage. She loves vintage. So I've been learning a lot from her, just, about vintage and all that kind of stuff, because I don't really know anything about it. And I love Chelsea too, because she's always willing to learn. Like, she's always trying out new things. She's been picking up pots and pans and stuff like that. I don't know anything about pots and pans, so I don't even go there. But if you want another really good reselling channel to check out, make sure that after you watch my video, you go over to her channel and check out her thrift haul. So I'm so happy to finally be collaborating with her in this way. I promise you will not regret checking out her channel. So definitely make sure that you head over there when you're done. I will have it linked down below in the description. All right, let's get into it. All of the clothes was 75% off. I was hoping that would extend to shoes. It did not. So any shoes that I picked up, I did have to pay full price for. But this thrift store typically prices their clothing so cheap to begin with that, I don't really mind paying full price. All right, hopefully you saw me walking around the thrift store, picking up some goodies, and some of the stuff that I'm gonna haul for you, you saw, in that video, and some of you didn't. So let's get right into it. I ended up picking up, I don't remember how many items and how much I spent total, but I do know that my average cost of goods per item was $2.27. That's including all of the shoes that were full price. You can't really beat it. I mean, those are really good prices. So let me go ahead and start with one of my most exciting finds, and you did see me find this in the footage of me being in that store, but it is this Patagonia vest. I do wish it were a women's or a men's, but it is a youth extra large, but it's in amazing condition. So this is what it looks like. It's silver with this bright green on the inside. It does have zippered pockets. They did price this up a little bit. They had it priced at $9.99, but again, all clothes were 75% off. So I was like, yes. And I'm going to list this as a youth extra large, but women's extra small can also wear this. So I feel like a lot of people who wear extra small or are petite, they know that. So I don't want to be misleading and, market it or list it as an extra small. Okay, so earlier in the video, you heard me talk about how most of this stuff is in great condition. This is not, and we're going to see what happens with it, but I couldn't pass it up, and you'll see why. So this is a kid's Carhartt jacket. And it's destroyed. It's destroyed. You can see the insulation on the inside, but it's such a classic Carhartt jacket. I could not leave it behind. I barely paid anything for it. And it's just so stinking cute. So it is a size, I want to say small, youth small. Yeah. So I feel like it's supposed to be for 4 or 5-year-olds. They had it priced at $5.99. So again, I got it for 75% off. There are marks all over it. There are parts of it that are just falling apart. Here's some more insulation, but I still feel like someone will pick it up. There's something happened here. I think someone will pick it up though, because it's just such a classic look, and all that wear gives it almost the look that Carhartt is supposed to have. So I'll probably list it pretty low, maybe around $25, and just see what happens. That Patagonia vest, I don't know how much to list it for. I have to do some research. I don't sell a lot of Patagonia because they don't typically find it. So I'm not sure how much to price that at yet, but I will do some research and let you know right here. So like I said, I did get some shoes. These are a pair of Keens for little kids, and I do think that I'm going to go ahead and keep these for my son, because I didn't notice till I got home, but there is some wear right here. You can tell you know, whoever was wearing them before, they were just tugging on this so hard, and it eventually just kind of ripped it off. I mean, the shoe is still intact, but I don't want to list these. And plus, my son is going to get into this size soon, and so I think these will be perfect for when we go to Seattle and visit my parents. We like to do a lot of hiking there and like go to the mountains and stuff. I'm like getting misty-eyed just thinking about going to Seattle and seeing my parents. But we're going to save these for my son. They wanted $2.99 for them, so yes, please. I'm fine with paying $3 for those. This is not super exciting. This is like a necessity though, right? Like people need flip-flops. They need just like comfortable shoes to wear in the summer. Plus they were $1.99, but the brand is Clark's, and I got them because they look like they've hardly been worn, like maybe once or twice. They're in great shape. Clark's is a great comfort brand. I'm sure these are super duper comfortable, and they only made me pay $2 for them. What size are these? Okay, so these are a size 9. Yeah, I mean, even if I only get like 15 or 20 bucks for them, I'm cool with that. That's great for $2, and I think that they'll be a pretty quick flip. This is another pair of Keens. These are obviously not for children. These are for men, and these were a little bit more expensive. Okay, $5.99, and they're in amazing condition. Like, look, these I usually list for like $40 to $50, so we'll see how these do, but great shape. They are a men's size 10. Yeah, love it. Again, with like the hiking and stuff. I don't think they're my husband's size. If they were, I might say that would be good to maybe have him try on for when we go to Seattle, but he also is not, he's not a huge fan of the Keens. All right, next up, we have this pair of Cancun jeans. I typically leave this behind, and they weren't like the cheapest thing ever. Again, they were 75% off. Actually, the lady who was checking me out, she did rip the tags off of most of these just because I think it was easier for her to scan them that way. But I remember these are priced at like $11.99 or something like that. But I got them because I've heard a lot of you guys actually say in the comment section that Cancun does well for you. I can't remember exactly where Cancun is from. I want to say Buckle. I feel like I'm wrong. But yeah, it's not like super high end or anything like that, but it's one of those brands where people know how it fits on them and they keep going back to it. So I decided to try it out. It's the first time I've like picked it up purposefully. They are a size 29, and they are distressed. I think they are more of like a mid-rise. I mean, I don't know. I have to measure it. Maybe it can be a high rise. They are distressed. They are just kind of skinny. They have, the raw hem. If I can even get like $25 for these, I'll be really happy with that. So I don't know. Jeans have been moving pretty well for me, so I just thought I'd pick them up. Okay, these, I don't know. Maybe I didn't need to pick these. But I got them for a couple of reasons. One, these are new with tags. They're just from TJ Maxx, but I can take this off because there's also this tag. They're new with tags, Vineyard Vines, and they're a bigger size. They're 40 by 32. They're the slim fit breaker pant. They're these like green corduroy pants. I don't know. They're very preppy. I don't know. Do people wear this kind of stuff? I could see someone wearing these though, like yeah, I don't know. I'm just making up a scenario in my head. Like I think of that movie Wedding Crashers and like that scene where they're like playing football outside. This just reminds me of that, like just, where are they? Like in the Hamptons or something? I don't know. But hopefully they sell $25-30. We shall see. They were new with tags. I'm willing to try it. This one I'm also not like super crazy about, but I just thought I'd give it a shot because it was so cheap. I think it was marked at like $2.99 or something, and it's a bigger size. So the brand is Columbia, which I've actually been having some pretty good luck with lately, and it's a size 10. It's just this skirt, like a cargo skirt. Even if I could get like $18-20 out of this, I'm happy with that. I do feel like a lot of women like to wear this kind of stuff, even like outdoors when they're just hiking and that kind of stuff. I see it. Like I see people wearing this kind of stuff hiking, and I'm like, okay, cool. I got this bag. I don't know why. I have actually sold a bag like this before on Poshmark, actually, of all places. But it's Samsonite. I don't know if it's vintage or not, but it's just this nice big bag. You can use it, as a travel bag. It's the Silhouette 2 bag. I don't know if that means anything, but yeah, just a nice big bag. Like it'd be a great like weekend bag. I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. It has this strap. Plus, I thought it was really cool because it had like the last owner's name on the name tag. I'm not going to show it to you obviously, but I thought that was really sweet, and you know, just something from our town. Like how cool is that? And it's in wonderful condition, such good condition. So I don't know, I have to look up comps. I would love to think that I could list this for like $40-50, but we'll see. And then I have to like pray to God that it sells on Poshmark and not eBay, because that's a big bag to ship. Okay, next up, I have this embroidered like off the shoulder top from Zara. You can see the embroidery. It's just like little flowers. Actually, Riley from Raoul's Thrifted, she has a YouTube channel as well. I will link it down below. She DM'd me because I did the like Instagram polls, like, would you pick this up? And a lot of you said you would not pick this up. But I actually think this one, it was maybe like split 50-50. It's in a size extra small, but she said that she sold this. It took her like a year though. And she said she had stock photos of this if I wanted them, and she sent them to me, which is so sweet. But I don't know, I just thought this was so sweet. If I was about that off-the-shoulder life, I would try this, but I don't know. It's like very impractical. It's very hard to keep, you know, shirts like this in place, but I thought that was cute. It'd be great if I could list it for like around 25. We'll see. This, it was just so basic and just so like kind of classic looking. I just picked it up. It was also super cheap, but it's just like a Nike tank. And it's in a size small. So yeah, just thought I'd try it out. So next up, I have this pair of American Eagle jeggings in a size 8. American Eagle jeans just always do so well for me. They're such a staple in my closet. They're the best bread and butter because people trust American Eagle. They know exactly how it's going to fit on them. So I like to have a lot of American Eagle jeans in my closet at all times, both men's and women's. I'll list them for 25 and, you know, hope to move them around like 20. This was a pair of pants by LL Bean in a size small regular. They are for women, and it's 100% nylon. So basically they're like rain pants, or they're perfect for like if you're out camping or I don't know, even hiking, I guess. I actually went sledding with my kids today, and I don't have snow pants, but I have a pair of like 100% nylon type pants. Like mine are kind of more rubbery than this. This is a lot more lightweight than what I have. Mine are by Columbia, and they do not let any water or moisture get through. So they're perfect, even though they're not like the big bulky snow pants or snow bibs that we're used to. And these have like Velcro down at the ankle, so you can cinch in at the ankle. These were really cheap, so I just picked them up to try them out. LL Bean does really great outerwear type stuff like this. So hoping to get 20, 25, we shall see. Let's see. I did pick up a lot of bread and butter because I was getting stuff for so cheap. So another pair of American Eagle. This is a little bit newer it's not even a tag. It's just embroidered on the inside. Another pair of jeggings. These are in a darker wash, and these are in a size 8 short. So there's those. Again, hope to get 20 to 25 for those. Maybe list them a little bit higher on eBay with free shipping. And I think this might be another pair. Yep, this is another pair of American Eagle. This is a little bit older of an embroidery on the inside. But it doesn't matter because they're jeggings, and these are in a size 2 short. So there you go. Same thing, hope to get like 20 to 25. And when I have an average cost of goods of $2.37, I will pick up all of the American Eagle. All right, let's see. I don't know what this is. I feel like this is, I don't know if it's a PJ top, but it's Vineyard Vines. There were actually 2 of this same top, but one of them had a lot of stains right here, so I left that one behind. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not PJs, because if so, it probably is supposed to come with a pair of bottoms. I think it is PJs, but whatever. So yeah, I have the top. It's a size 12. I feel like it's a little small for a size 12 too, but you know, even if I only move it for a few dollars, it's fine. So there's that. This one I did a poll on Instagram, and a lot of people said not to get it, but I got them. They are Wah, wah, wah. Look at that big old hole. Okay, honestly though, I also was like getting these for me. So maybe I'll just try to stitch those up and I will keep them. But they're basically just a pair of Pink by Victoria's Secret, like bleached out jogger legging type things. So I guess I should have listened to everyone when they said not to get it. But those will be mine. It's fine. I got these. These are a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren men's, like, basically sleepwear pants. You just sleep in them. They're like waffle knit. They're gray. This kind of like super basic bottoms does really well for me for men on eBay. So like this kind of stuff, or just like sweatpants, like anything super basic and loungy. I don't know. I can move it on eBay. I don't think I'll get a ton, maybe like $15, $20, but I'm cool with that. And I like that it was a size extra large. Okay, so moving into some more shoes here. I got this little baby pair of Crocs. These were $2 and I'm hoping to get like at least $15 to $20 for them. They're a little dirty, but I'll just wipe them down and see what happens. You know, I'm trying to be like Kathy from Ginger Marvin, but Crocs I have been picking up more and more. I was really excited about these. I think these are vintage, but they are Sorel. And they are like vintage duck boots, but they're also in really great shape. And I think that they're vintage because of this tag. Like, I don't really remember seeing anything that looks like that. The inside is in pretty good shape. This section is kind of matted down, like you can see, but is it green? I kind of look green in the light, but the black like outer faux fur trim is in really great shape. Yeah, I mean, they're in really great shape. I paid $6 for these. I have not done any research, so I don't know what these are going for, but I will do some research and let you know here. I'm trying to find the size. They're a size 8. They were made in Canada, and it said something on here about they're made of natural rubber. So really excited about those. It's not really the season for these anymore. People are trying to pick up their, you know, spring and summer pieces, but I'll list them and see what happens. And then I got this pair of Merrell shoes. They're just, you know, good outdoor shoes. Let's see. I paid $5 for them, which is why I got them. And they have a Vibram sole, which is always great. Yeah, Q-form, Merrell cushion, all that stuff. Size 6.5. We'll see how they do. They're in pretty good shape. They're a little dirt. No, they're not even that dirty. They're just, yeah. Hoping to get 35, 40 for these. We shall see. All right, let me scooch some bags over here. All right. Let's do some more clothes. I have no idea what this brand is. I actually got it because I think that brand is called Denali, which is so funny because, you know, there's a reseller named Denali who has a great YouTube channel. She doesn't post there very much anymore. She's also on Instagram and stuff. They're just a pair of like super lightweight shorts. I feel like these are good for like golf and stuff. They're in a size 40, which is great. And they're new with tags, which is why I got them. But yeah, they are called the walk short. I don't know. So I just thought I'd pick them up since they were new with tags. They were so cheap to begin with. They were only priced at $48, which isn't huge, but I'm going to probably list them for around like $25 and hope to get maybe around $20 on those. I got this vest. The brand is Camp 7. It's a children's vest, but it was made in Boulder, Colorado, USA. It's a size 10. It kind of seems vintagey. I'm not sure if it's vintage or not though, because like I said earlier, I'm not very knowledgeable about vintage. It does have thin solate on it. It was made in the USA. I was trying to look up comps while I was in the store, and it was just very confusing because basically there aren't a lot of comps for this. There are more for like men and women. There wasn't so much for children. I just really like the look of it, so I'm gonna try it out. Even if I, you know, list it for like 25 or 30 and get $20 for it, like I'm cool with that. It was just too cool of a vest. I couldn't leave it behind. So there's that. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get into some men's pants here. I got interrupted because my son woke up and came in and was like, where are you? But let's get back into it. So we got some more American Eagle. This should just be called the American Eagle haul, but this is American Eagle jeans for men. This literally feels brand new and it has some like special stuff on it, but it's the skinny jeans. So again, you know, the newer kind of embroidery label. It's the skinny jean. I love how American Eagle tells you right on the inside. They just embroider it on what the style name is, so it's really easy to know. This is in a size 33 by 32, but it is a much darker wash, and it's got like just little details like this, and you see it even like on the back belt loop. But yeah, a nice dark wash skinny jean. These are cuffed. This is why I think these were basically brand new. Like, these are in amazing condition. So there's this I'll probably list for like $30 to $34 on eBay with free shipping, and on Poshmark maybe around like 35. I don't know, we'll see. I think this is another pair. Okay, no, this is Lucky brand, and this is also men's. It's the 363 vintage straight leg jeans, and these are in a size 32 by 32. So again, just kind of, you know, just basic jeans, because I feel like they always move. They're just such a staple. I will probably list these around 35, again, and kind of a darker wash, but in really great shape. And then I've been trying more like, kind of like more vintage or like older style jeans just to see what happens. So this is a pair of Wrangler jeans. I don't know if these are necessarily vintage. I wouldn't be surprised. These are in a size 42 by, I think it says 38 or 36. Obviously I'll measure the inseam, but they look vintage, right? Like, I feel like they are, but some people have really good luck with these. I just thought I'd try it out and see what happens, and because I was able to get them for so cheap, why not? Let's see, these were marked at $5.99, so 75% off. We're looking at like under $2, which is, you know, you can try things out for under $2. So I got those, and then I got these. These may not have been worth it, but I've been having a lot of success with men's kind of like outdoorsy pants. So this is the brand Outer Rim Adventure Wear. I've never heard of it, and it's a size extra large, but they're basically just like these green, like, they're not joggers, but just kind of outdoorsy pants. They have like this elastic at the bottom, not elastic, like a bungee cord at the bottom, like a drawstring kind of. They are lined with this mesh, so you know, they are very outdoorsy. I feel like I should be able to hopefully get 25 for them, right? So we'll see. They have like cargo pockets. Yeah, just great for people who like to be outdoors and do outdoorsy things. I don't know, you guys, I'm not very good at describing the things today. I also ran into someone who like follows me on Instagram. I think she said she watches my YouTube channels, and she's like pretty local to me as well. I ran into her while I was at the thrift store, and so some of the shoes I didn't really look at too carefully, because she approached me while I was kind of putting some shoes back. So some of the shoes I didn't like run comps on. I had to run to make sure that I got home quickly enough to get my daughter to gymnastics and stuff. But it was really cool meeting, you know, another reseller in my area. And that's the thing, right? Like, even in my little town, there are going to be other resellers, but there's also just so much clothes. Like, I didn't even get to go through the whole store, and I was there for like an hour and a half. There's just so much for everyone. Like, she got some great stuff. I feel like I got some great stuff, and everyone's looking for different things. And so it's just, I don't know, I feel like some people get kind of territorial about like, this is my thrift store, but it's like, you're not going there every day. There's so much clothes that needs to be saved. So it's always thrilling to me to meet another reseller and just kind of talk shop with them and stuff. But anyway, I was really excited about these because I don't find this brand very often, guys. Like, I think I've found it once or twice. It's Tory Burch. So it's a pair of just like these orange ballet flats. I am not a Tory Burch connoisseur either, so I don't know the name of these. I know they're probably just like a very classic style, and a lot of you will know them. They wanted $3 for these. So this, you know, there's some wear, but they're like okay. And there is some wear too on the toes. You can see it's not that bad. Somebody said that I should try using some like of the Wonder Balls, in which I have. I don't obviously have any polish in this color, And it's kind of like, you know, the leather is like flaking off in some parts, but it's pretty minimal. And I still think, you know, that I'll be able to sell these. I don't know how much I can get for them because I don't sell a lot of Tory Burch. Even if I can only get 25, I am super happy with that. This is a brand that I learned about from watching Kathy on the Ginger Marvin YouTube channel. Definitely check her out if you haven't already. I will link her down below. She talks about this brand all the time. The brand is Play. I don't have very much experience with it, but ever since I learned about it, I did pick up a pair for my daughter, and she loves them. So they're just a really great kids brand. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that they make shoes for adults as well. They're just not as popular. These, I don't know what like style this is or anything like that, but they're in a size 10. So there you go. Just thought I would try those out. Hopefully I can get 20 to 25 for those. This is the pair. I don't know if I needed to get these. They're just Keds. And I don't think Keds go for a lot, but they're pretty. They're floral. They kind of reminded me of like Taylor Swift or something. And they're in a larger size. They were in a size 10. And they wanted $3 for them. So I paid nothing for them. Even if they move for like $15, $20, I'm cool with that. And they're in really great shape. Like they've been worn, but not a lot. And there's not any wear on the exterior as far as I could tell. So because they were in like basically new without tax condition, I was like, I'll try them. This is a pair of Merrells for kids, just like Merrell sneakers, again with like the Velcro strap. $3.99. They have like some sort of dry technology, which I assume means that it's supposed to keep your feet dry. Maybe they're like waterproof. They're in really great shape, so I got them. I hope I can sell them for like $25, maybe. We'll see. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like as soon as it starts, you know, warming up and as soon as people can be outdoors, I know like I am just itching to like get to the mountains or just go hiking or just be outdoors. Just get out of my house, you know? And so I feel like hopefully this kind of stuff like the Keens and all of that, I hope that those will start selling really well soon as people start planning these kinds of trips. I'm creating this narrative in my head. I don't know if any of that is true, but I'm just hoping. All right, let's do some more clothes. We've just got 2 more bags, 1 more bag of shoes, and 1 more bag of clothes. So this is Free People, and this is a size medium. And it's just this utility jacket. I know I had a friend of mine, I showed this in my polls on Instagram, and she was like, isn't that style like really out of style? And I was like, I mean, people will still get it though. And I've heard people say that they've sold it for like $50, $60, like not that long ago. So I'm hoping that I can make a decent amount from this. Someone DM'd me and told me the exact style name of this. I don't remember it offhand, but you know, I still get really excited when I find Free People, and this was in really great shape. It's like a jacket, so I am very excited about trying to list that. This, I remember, just had some like, I don't know, like food or something on the exterior, but it'll be really easy to just kind of scratch off. The brand is Sandra James Purse. This is a great brand. It retails for a ton. Resale, it's kind of hit or miss. I usually actually do okay with it. This is a size 4. They also have like a really weird way that they do their sizing, so you have to look up the size guide online. But it's just like a blazer, like, but it's a very interesting material. It doesn't feel like a typical blazer. Like you can even see like on the inside, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I don't know. It's got kind of this ribbed panel here. It's really interesting. I kind of like it. It's more of like almost like a sweatshirt material, but it's like a blazer with a button in the front. I don't know. I just thought I'd try it. It was cheap. It's a great brand. It's a more substantial piece. It's not just like a t-shirt or something, even though I have sold, you know, standard James Purse t-shirts for like $15, $20, but hopefully I can sell that for like $30, $40. We'll see. I did get this. I don't know why I'm saying I got this. Obviously I got it. It's in my home, but the brand is Polo Ralph Lauren. It's a size extra large for men. And it is just this puffer vest with like a corduroy, like trim around the collar, and it's got this buckle up the neck. It's got snap buttons, some large pockets on the front. It's in a great black color, and I got it because this kind of stuff does well for me, especially over on eBay. Polo Ralph Lauren, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but people know the brand and they trust it. And so it moves, and it moves pretty well for me. Someone said that they sold this very recently for $110. Theirs was new with tags. Mine, if I could get even close to 50, I'd be thrilled. But I got that because it was super cheap. And again, it's a good size, it's a good brand, it's a good piece. Checked all the boxes for me. And then we have one last bag of shoes here. Let's do these because I don't know anything about these, and I was going to check comps and I did not. I'll do that and then I'll let you know here. The brand is Obos? Abaz? Obaz? I don't know. They just look kind of like Keens. So, you know, like that style, like Merrell's, or just kind of outdoorsy with like the bungee cord on top. I just got them. We'll see what happens. They are in a size, I want to say 7.5. It's a little worn, but I think it's a 7.5. And yeah, I'm all about trying new brands. These were only $4, so why not? See how those do. Another pair of Keens. I did really well with the Keens this day. These were $4, and they're more like Keen sandals. They're more rubbery. They almost kind of, feel like Crocs, almost look like Crocs too, but they got the bungee up on top. And these, I believe, are a youth. I think they were like a 4.5 or something. No, none of that is correct. They're a size 2. So technically I could wear these, and I bet they're so comfortable. I'm not going to tempt myself and try them on, because once I do, I'll never take them off. And they're not the cutest things in the world. They're very practical. They're not very cute. And last but not least, I did a poll on these. The majority of you said not to get them, so I got them. The brand is Ellen DeGeneres. I've heard good things, actually, about her brand, so I just thought I would try. They're size 7. They're the Chapala style. I thought they were cute. They really gave me Allbirds vibes. They look like a wool exterior. I don't know if they actually are. I'll do some research. Yeah, I just, they're very classic. Why not, right? I paid $4 for them, so why not? I just thought I'd try them out. I'll let you know what comps are saying right here. But that was everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the haul, definitely make sure you hit that like button. I was so happy to see what I could find at this local thrift store. I thought they had some really great pieces, and typically, like, I'm not going to thrift stores as much lately just because I'm trying to focus more on like buy sell trade stores and consignment stores, because you don't have to dig quite as much. But even with, the fact that this was a thrift store, I thought they had some really great stuff for amazing prices. Definitely make sure that you check out Chelsea's channel now and see how she did. And I just talked to her while I was putting my son back to sleep, and she said she actually went to the same exact thrift store that I did. So you'll be able to see what she got even after I was already there for like an hour and a half. There was another reseller there. She still got some goodies. You know what I mean? It's like there's enough for everyone, people. So definitely make sure you check out her channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd really love it if you would do so, just because it does help out my channel. And that way you know when I put out more content. So that's it for today. I'm excited to get the stuff listed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.